Welcome to Alaska EdVenture, hosted by Dr. Meinert, Superintendent of the Fairbanks North Star Borough School District. This award-winning podcast is your gateway to the heart of Alaska's educational landscape. In each episode, we'll explore the unique perspectives of guests who are shaping education in the last frontier. Join us on Alaska EdVenture as we share the insights and inspirations found in Alaska's K-12 classrooms.
Welcome back to the Alaska EdVenture podcast. I'm Dr. Luke Meinert, Superintendent of the Fairbanks North Star Borough School District. And today I am at Lathrop High School, and I just love being out in our schools and getting to showcase the amazing work that our students and staff are doing. And today I think you're really going to enjoy the episode. We have a couple of Lathrop football players and Coach Balash, who's running an amazing program over here at Lathrop High School. So we're going to talk football. We're going to talk about being a student athlete, and then some amazing service that our students have done. So I'd love to kick it off with some introductions, and I'll hand it over to Coach Balash for a quick introduction, who you are, what you do at the school, and then we'll pass it around to our student athletes here.
Sure. Hey, I'm Luke Balash, head football coach here at Lathrop, also the head track coach coming up next quarter. And I'm a teacher here in the building, so we're in my classroom. That's where I teach health classes and extension classes. And then I also am in the PE and health department. So I've got team sports PE class and fundamentals of PE class and a couple weight training PE classes. These guys are both in my weight training classes too.
Awesome.
Try to build that into their day so that they have time for jobs and other things that they're doing. And so to my left here, we got Gabe Guffey.
Hi, Gabriel Guffey. I'm a junior here at Lathrop. I play tight end, D end, and outside linebacker for the football team. And I also do track and field with Coach Balash here.
Awesome.
Throw shot put.
Throw the shot put.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Name is Joseph Lavatai, class of 27, but football player and a student here in Lathrop High School. Just blessed to have this opportunity to talk with you and with the rest of us.
Awesome. Well, excited to have the conversation today. Recently, the Lathrop High School football team made some really positive news. And for those in Fairbanks, you know, but listeners outside of Fairbanks, we had a record cold snap here in the interior and down to like negative 50 degrees, but pretty consistent negative 40. And surprisingly enough, not everything operates the way it's supposed to in consistent negative 40 degree temperatures. And one of those things was garbage trucks in town, something that oftentimes we take for granted that, you know, things are just going to run until life kind of stops and we're like, oh, something a little different is happening. Our trash is piling up because the garbage trucks can't run. So we're going to have to deal with this issue at some point in time. So it finally warmed up. And Coach Balash, can you walk us through how the service learning project kind of came to be that your football team helped pick up garbage around town?
Mm-hmm. Well, John Thies is the owner-operator of Golden Heart Waste Management. John is actually an alumni of Lathrop football. And he and I have worked close on a number of projects. He's usually helping us to do stuff for the football program, taking care of our field and different things like that. But so he decided he was going to donate his trucks and his workers to make it happen, but he needed bodies to just come and help haul the trash into the trucks and do the dirty work. And
pretty strong bodies. I mean, yep. We can't tell the height and the width of these guys, but I can tell, you know, they're pretty strong.
Kids that can dress warm and suffer a little and be happy about it. And they provided like a warming truck, so the kids got to ride in a truck from stop to stop and warm up a little bit between rounds. But he just asked if we could provide some bodies. I said, absolutely. That's right up our alley. We try to do service projects. We try to be helpful to the community when we can. It's kind of baked in with our program and who we are and what we do. So I said, yeah, let me see. And we'd all been locked in for 2 weeks. It was not a fun Christmas break like you might hope it to be, being locked in the house most of the time at 40 below. But so it was pretty easy to put the word out, communicate with the team and say, hey, I need 6 people willing to go out there in the cold and pick up all the trash and get them in the trucks and for 4 or 5 hours. The next 2 days. It was the last 2 days of our break. And it didn't take long. I mean, within a half an hour, I had 6 kids signed up.
That's amazing.
Ready to go help. And John made all the logistics happen. we figured it out. It was a little cold. The first day was colder than the second day, but between the 2 days, these guys helped collect and haul 36,000 pounds of trash.
Wow.
It was pretty good.
Good workout.
Pretty good work to get done. Get it all finished up, and man, we were just happy to help. It was a cool opportunity, and we're happy to do it.
Yeah, very cool opportunity. And so curious from your guys' perspective, when coach puts out that call for help, what went through your mind initially, and why did you ultimately say yes?
I saw his text and I figured, well, my trash is piled up. I had like 9 bags and I had 2 trash cans and 9 bags were just sitting in front of them. So I was like, well, I know other people's are probably worse. So I figured I'd help out.
That's awesome.
Give back to the people.
I love that. So you're able to help out your own family, but then help out your neighbors in need as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And like, not only just helping out with the community, it's kind of just like, I took it as a memory to take it upon, and like, this is something I'll never forget. And it was an opportunity, it was a privilege to just be with my friends or football teammates or coaches or all the people at the working area. It filled me with joy. It was fun.
Walk us through that day. So what did it look like? I know Coach talked that there was a warming truck, but what did you do? And I mean, it does seem over 30,000 pounds of trash collected that you'd be pretty exhausted by the end of the day, I would think. So can you walk us through a little bit of what you did?
Yeah. Well, we showed up around 11:30. We got our stuff together, got with the workers, figured out our routes, and then we got in the trucks. We went over to Wood River, I believe, for the first day, and we just snaked through all the neighborhoods, Riverview, yeah, and we just snaked through all the neighborhoods, and the people there, they had the warming trucks, and it was really nice. We got to just cruise through, and then keep going through all the neighborhoods, and then we'd stop for a little minute, warm up, and then just keep going. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun.
That's great.
And they were nice. A lot of the community. There were some folks who came out and tipped them.
Oh, wow!
Gave them a little thank you gift.
Yeah.
And we actually got some donations for Lathrop football from it. We had one whoopsie where the kids were a little too excited about picking up trash, and they went on somebody's porch and grabbed their recycling stuff and threw that away too. And they were a little upset that we threw away their recycling things. So had to tell the guys, hey, just get the stuff at the curb.
Learning experience.
They were taking initiative. They were really going
absolutely.
For it. A little too
not your full-time job, so.
Yeah. But the workers were great. The guys who drove the trucks had already worked their regular shift. And we're pulling a double shift to be able to drive the trucks and do that. And I got some positive feedback from them. They said they really enjoyed working with these guys and that kids did a good job.
That's great. Yeah. And I mean, a look for you guys for a possible good career in the future. And I'm sure they were probably busy trying to recruit you for.
There is money in waste management for sure.
Absolutely. There is. And, I was talking to Coach Balash before the podcast started, and this isn't just kind of a one-time deal. Coach Balash builds in some service learning as just kind of being a part of the football team and a part of the community here at Lathrop. Are there any other service learning projects that you've worked on in your time on the football team?
Talk about breakaway.
Oh, yeah, breakaway. Man, something to enjoy.
We start every season with breakaway. 3 days lock in here together, and spend 3 whole days together, meals and everything. We do a little bit of football, but mostly we're building the team and doing stuff. But part of that is always community service. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What have you guys done? Because the teams all do different things. We kind of split the team up into teams and do different. What have you guys done during your breakaways during community service time? Do you remember?
Just this year we went through, or my group, because we split into 6 different color groups, and we just go out. My group went out along Cushman and downtown, and we got the trash from downtown all the way up to Cushman around Prospectors. Then we went through the neighborhoods and collected trash in the rain. Wow. It was something.
It was raining this year.
It was, bad.
And you're getting all the weather this year.
Yeah. And we just went around, picked up trash, and there's a couple other times my freshman year where we had to rake up gravel from the snow trucks dumping their snow.
Our
So
practice field was being used as a snow
Yeah.
dump. So
Yeah.
we had to remove about 300 pounds of gravel from our practice field. So that was, you were in that group.
yeah, that I was unlucky enough to be in that group. It was a lot of fun though. I always enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Always. Probably one thing I remember is just like, of course, helping out with just picking up trash, but also like probably hanging up the sponsors up on the gates and stuff. And like I said, like it's gonna be a memory that I'll never forget. In high school or just going on with life, something that made me happy, and helping out with others is something that makes me happy as well.
Yeah, that's great.
There is joy in service, huh?
For sure.
Helping out can be joyful.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Yep.
And really, you guys are student athletes. And so what does it mean to be a student here at Lathrop and to have the opportunity to represent your school? It sounds like in football and track and maybe some other activities that you're participating in.
Being a student athlete just requires a lot of hard effort and grit. You gotta there's no time to waste. You gotta be here on time every day, doing your schoolwork. And then after school, you gotta be working, either having a job or working out every day. And it's a lot of work. And I love doing it because I can every year I can see the progress and I love it. And I could academically too, progress there. And I really enjoy the challenge that being a student athlete requires. And it's just, I love it.
Oh yeah, and like, you know, when you say challenges, there's gonna be ups and downs. It's gonna be like a roller coaster. And you know, I'm down for the ride for whatever for being a student athlete has upcoming or right now. Takes the mentality to, you know, stay strong and get the job done. And, you know, not just for yourself, but for others as well, whether it be on the field or off the field. It's one thing I mainly focus on is my teammates and those around me. And like I said, joy, man, like happy. It helps me be happy because I'm helping others be happy as well. And like I said, the mentality to just keep on pushing and get the job done is one thing that I really enjoy for being a student athlete or just progressing as a student athlete.
That's great. We have amazing educators here at Lathrop and around the district. Thinking about some of the classes that you enjoy or subject areas you enjoy as student athletes, any shout outs there or things that you really enjoy on the student side of things?
I really enjoy creative writing that I had last year. It was a lot of fun with Miss Walton. Got to write poems and everything. I really enjoy that. And then Coach Balash's weightlifting class, I get to progress through my second semester and really start to ramp it up for getting ready for the season. And it's always a joy. I love working out in school.
That's pretty cool that you get that opportunity.
Miss Walton's a Lathrop alum.
Yep.
So she came back to her school and there's a lot of that when the teachers here, their rooms are open at lunch.
Oh, absolutely.
Kids come in there to eat, and Miss Walton is one of those who really takes care of a lot of kids and does a great job as a teacher. Yeah. But it's much more than that.
Yeah, no, the community surrounding Lathrop, I think, is super impressive. The purple wave of sorts, and you know, people that have graduated from here, coming back to teach, coming back to volunteer, coming back to provide financial assistance. There's a great community built around the school.
Absolutely.
Of course, weightlifting. Of course, just helping me get stronger, and you know, like Gabe said, get ready for this upcoming season. But also, just I love all my classes. But one that like kind of stands out a lot is like my math, statistics. Just collect the data and like know how to, you know, sort things out within like in a math class. And I was like, wow, it's new.
Yep.
Like always been in algebra 1 and 2, but like, you know, it's always good to like kind of just like put your interest into something. And I enjoy it right now, and I'm still learning and still in the process of getting to get a better understanding. And I enjoy it.
Well, I love that. And, that data side, the sky's kind of the limit in terms of your future. If you really like statistics and data analytics, that's something, we have some folks on my team that are great in data, and they're invaluable in the work that they do. But businesses and industry all need data-focused people that can look at numbers and evaluate trends and let people know what's going on. So keep grinding there. Sky's the limit in terms of what you can do with that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Curious, what does the off season look like for your football program? Do you get to just sit around for 7 months and not do anything, and then show up to 2-a-days in the summer, or what's it look like?
It's when the season ends around beginning of November, we take our break, we enjoy the holidays, and then we come back running for the second semester of school. And it's workouts after school, workouts during school, and sometimes even before school. And then we also run 7-on-7 during lunch to just, stay in the loop, stay active. And definitely after school, we're all working together. There's a lot more after summer workouts. And we all get together. We have our little group chat. We all get together. We all go to the turf field, work for couple hours every day, and it's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And you said 7-on-7. Those in the football community obviously know what that is, but can you explain what 7-on-7 is? It's just
having fun. You just take a quarterback, you get a couple receivers. Doesn't really matter how many, but it doesn't matter like if you're a lineman or wide receiver.
It's just a suggested.
We don't follow the rules.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 12-on-12 out there.
That's great.
Yeah, it gets wild. But we just
two-hand touch.
Yeah, two-hand touch.
Sometimes two-hand shove. Easy boys. Easy.
Sometimes. And then we from one end of the gym to the other, we just go around playing football and having fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, when you said 7-on-7, brings back fond memories of my time playing 7-on-7 in high school, and great time. And Coach, thanks for providing that opportunity for our students. That's not something that you're required to do, but I think it's a great option.
Yeah, and there's a lot that goes in the off season. I'm having a booster club meeting next week, and fundraising gets rolling here in the next month. There's a lot of funds to raise to be able to operate a program. So these guys will get roped into those things. We'll be launching docks out at Harding Lake. And,
that's great.
and for donations there, and just different projects that'll happen, selling discount cards and getting sponsorships, and there'll be a whole lot of stuff to raise a bunch of money. But we really encourage our guys to be multi-sport. So before I was the head track coach, I was still encouraging them to do track and field. It's a great sport to be in.
Sure.
But we've got kids on the basketball team, kids on the hockey team, kids on the wrestling team. In the springtime, there's baseball and soccer as well. We'll have kids on those teams as well. So we really encourage our kids to be involved, multi-sport, and get lots of life experiences, and really ingrain and grow in the community itself. Beyond just us. We've got a strong, cohesive group for football, but we also want to outreach and be part of everything else too. We don't want to just be insular on football all the time. We want to do all the other stuff too and be connected.
Well, and building that strong, cohesive group doesn't just happen, right? Like it takes a good leader, a coach. And so, Coach, curious, what your favorite part of coaching is, and then if anybody has spent any time around Coach Balash, there's a term EMAL that you use, and would love for you to dig into that for us and tell us a little bit more about it.
Sure. Well, these guys know. What's EMAL?
Every man a leader.
Every man a leader.
Every man, every ma'am, every mom.
Yep, because we got girls involved too.
And what does that mean to you guys? There's that saying, but like, how do you live that out, I guess, in your lives?
Taking the initiative, not being the one to sit back and let others handle it for you. Just small things, handling the small things so the big things can happen.
And when to me, small things really matter in taking a look at. And as it says, every man a leader. Like a little assistance here and there, or helping out others too. It's kind of also builds up the little leadership role, or just like making sure you can do what you need to do within this model or this saying that it speaks out. For many of us, coach, teammates, students that may know but not know a lot, but it builds up in many ways that not only productive, but just to remember and apply within your mind or whatever in the football field or on as a student or as a person as yourself. It's just it's a process, it's a building process. So.
Well, and I love that. I mean, your actions are speaking even louder than your words. We started the show talking about your service to the community, and I feel like that's a great example of that, of you stepping up into that leadership role, not only for your school, but for your community.
Every's an important word in there.
Mm-hmm.
Every kid on the team has value and importance.
Mm-hmm.
They're not all good at football.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But we want every guy to have a certain level of responsibility and expectations, but also everybody's valued.
For sure.
So we've got guys on our team that really are not good at football, but they're important parts of our team who help with other ways and other things that are important to the whole team process. You got guys who make us laugh. You got guys who keep it fun. You got a lot of guys who are willing to do dirty work and clean up messes and haul bags and whatever else needs done. We got a guy, Buddy, on our team who's has autism and not always the most functional guy, but we're glad he's on our team.
Oh, yeah.
And he hangs out with us, and it's an important part of our culture to include everybody. And it's not all just about superstars on the football field, but that being part of a community and a brotherhood and taking care of each other and loving each other no matter what is an important part of the whole thing. We have a code, War Palazzo. What's WH?
Work hard.
Work hard. Can't be a leader without a lot of hard work. And if somebody doesn't know you and somebody asks about you, when somebody's trying to describe you, one of the first things they should say is, man, they work really hard. You want that to be a trait. So we've emphasized that. AR.
Always respectful.
Always respectful. The way we interact with each other and people in authority, the referees, the janitors, the principal, whoever it is that we're interacting with, we want to be respectful. We want to be respectful of women when we're men. Always respectful will take care of us and open doors. When we're disrespectful and rude, bad things can happen. So we're there. PA.
Plan ahead.
Plan ahead. And that's football. We do that in football with game planning and all the processing. When you're a leader, you always have to look down the road and plan and prepare and have a good plan and work the plan. And plan changes sometimes, but always having a plan and trying to work it. For these guys, I'm really hoping that means that when they finish our program, they have a plan. And whether that's going to college or going into the trades, whatever it is, that they would have some kind of life plan planned out, to be looking down the road for themselves, for what they want. And that means, like on road trips, I give them a packing list on Wednesday. They should show up Friday with everything packed, ready to go.
Fingers crossed every time.
We don't always execute exactly how I want us to, but that's, Coach, I forgot my pants. You need a personal bag, you need a football bag. The personal bag goes over here. The football, don't put your personal items in your football bag, and somebody always does. And then, guys. But we're trying to learn those life lessons of planning ahead and being disciplined. LAT.
Learn and think.
Learn and think. Both as football players and learning the game of football and all these things, but really to life, like Joe was talking about, learning in class, right? And I always emphasize with these guys, don't copy your homework. Don't just check the box to do the minimum. Learn how to think. You need to do math. What makes me a good offensive coordinator is I'm good at algebra. I'm good at balancing equations and moving variables. That helps me be a better football coach. For these guys, I want them to learn. Don't use ChatGPT. Write your paper.
Yes.
You need to learn how to express yourself and how to think. And so we're constantly going back to that. We want to be critical thinkers. We don't want to be susceptible to propaganda or groupthink or anything else. We want to be strong, tough-minded individuals who can think. And that's really important. And then SO.
Serve others.
Serve others.
There it is.
So when they ask us to pick up trash, that's easy. Yeah, we're picking up trash. And I tell them, anytime I ask you to do anything, the answer should be, yeah, of course. Whether it's picking up this mess, hauling this thing that he's done. You see a teacher struggling with stuff they're trying to haul to their classroom, jump in and help them get stuff to their classroom. Be willing to serve. And at the heart of really good leadership is going to be a servant's heart. That I'm not a head football coach to win rings or have the title or anything else. I want to serve. I want to help, provide good stuff for my community. I tell them the best thing we get to do in service to our community is be good at football. When Lathrop is good at football, there's a lot of people in Fairbanks who feel better about
for sure.
us, themselves, our community. And so that's our greatest joy when we get to just strive and be excellent at football. It makes our community better. And that's, that's not a selfish thing. That's an us thing. And so all that's baked in. We talk about this stuff all the time. I always have joy when I hear them saying it to each other.
Yeah.
Hey man, you got a PA. Yep. You didn't PA, you didn't plan ahead. Why is your homework done? You're here giving a hard time. And so you'll hear the things that we talk about echoing in their hearts and as they're growing and maturing as young men. And that's the best part for me as a coach is seeing the long-term process. We had Earl Parker, class of 22, got to sign with the Utah Utes to go play D1 football.
That's amazing.
He went and did his time at community college, and he wanted to come home and sign here in our library with us, which was awesome. We were super honored for that. But to see a guy who, Earl's life could have gone a lot of directions, but he's chosen to stick on the path and work really hard. Now he gets to go play for a big-time football program.
Huge.
But what I'm really looking forward to is 10 years from now when Earl Parker runs into me at the street or walks in my room with his wife and his kid and being a husband and a father. That's what I'm, the best part. I've been doing this for 20 years. So my greatest joy is really running into my old players.
Absolutely.
Who are now husbands and fathers and being great community members, because that's the goal, is to build community and build good men. And that's the best part. The longer you do this, the sweeter it gets. You get to have those kind of experiences.
Yeah. So thinking ahead and to next season, how's it all going to shake out? Are you going to be a state championship team next year, or what do you think?
We never know, do we?
No.
EdVenture.
Never know.
It is.
It's this guy's last rides.
Yeah.
We've talked about that already. They're the seniors now. They're the lid of the team.
And how's that feel? Being a senior and kind of having that responsibility of being a leader for the team.
I enjoy being a leader. Like I enjoy helping out the little guy, helping out the people that need my help. I enjoy setting the standard, setting it as high as I physically can, so the others can follow me. And it's always awesome, especially when I see some other people helping out. Another little guy just helping everyone out. I like seeing it.
And like it's gonna be repetitive for me, but the joy of having to be, or even being on the football team, it's like, man, I never thought I might be on varsity, or I might never thought like I might get this far on the football team. But like, if I make it this far, I believe others can make it far just like me. And so with that, I try to my best to encourage and help our other teammates as well, so they can make it up to our level, or not even just our level, but the next level in general. Like you said, help out with the little guys. Like, man, I believe they all have big potential, and always just it's a blessing to just have the opportunity to be around football players, or just be around the football area within the room, field, helping out with the community stuff. It's always keeping me happy, keeping a smile on my face, because so it's better to have a smile on your face than to be sad or anything. And like for senior this year, I work on just making sure my teammates are all right, than just myself. It's a team sport. And so if I'm going to be happy, everybody's going to be happy. And that's one thing I look forward to.
That's great. And thinking about the little guy, it makes me think about what a big role model you guys are in the community. I've enjoyed, my kids are still in elementary school, but as they've grown up through elementary school, bringing them to Lathrop High School football games. And my son in particular looks up to you guys in a huge way. He's down there. He likes to get a high five with you and thinks you guys are amazing. And so I'm curious, you're talking about helping out freshmen, but if you were able to speak to a group of elementary students, what would you have liked to have heard from a high school football player when you were in elementary school that could have helped you get to the point that you are today?
I'd say I'd want to hear just like be a leader, be able to help anyone, even when you don't feel like helping, just help them. Like, cause I like having someone to guide you. Mm-hmm. And, like coach here, he guides me. He lets me know when I'm out of line or when I'm in line. But just a leader.
Mm-hmm. Any words of wisdom for some little girls out there?
Kind of just like keep pushing and keep your head up, and also just be yourself. And then like stay joyful, and whatever you want to pursue or anything you want to do in your life, do it with a smile on your face, and just keep on pushing and keep your heads up high.
I love that. Well, I think that's a perfect way to end today's podcast. So again, I thank you so much for being the young men that you are and the service that you're bringing to our community. Coach Balash, thank you for the leadership that you provide, not only on the football team, but here at Lathrop High School and in the community. It's amazing that ripple effect that you have within our community, and thinking about all the young men's and women's lives that you've changed for the better. So thanks for everything that you do.
I'm just paying it forward. I had great coaches growing up, both in high school and college, but I'm just emulating their work and passing it forward. So happy to be part of the blessing.
Love that. All right. Well, this is another episode of the Alaska EdVenture podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.